Beneath the calm surface of our rivers, there's a completely unique world. Enigmatic creatures, fish that defy nature's plan, and unknown entities lurking. Join us to experience fishing anomalies that, if not captured, no one would believe. Mermaid in the river. A group of friends gathered their fishing gear and headed to the Yukon River for an amazing time. While sitting by the riverbank, their ordinary day took an unexpected turn when a mermaid emerged in the scene. Yes, you heard me right. Mythical creature we all grew up hearing about actually showed up on the scene. And everyone was lucky enough to capture her on video as the mermaid glided through the calm water. Although its authenticity is questioned to this day, the people who witnessed the scene were sure it was real. Floating in the ocean. I don't know about you, but if I saw that floating in the ocean, I would never go fishing again. An unknown angler recorded this video during their seemingly calm trip to the middle of the ocean. It was not exactly revealed what kind of creature that was or what it was doing there, but by the looks, many suggested it could be some hidden sea monster or simply a prank by someone mischievous. I'm sure he was looking for a soothing experience, but ended up coming back with a repulsive nightmare that kept him from returning to the sea. Fish with a human face. Is it some kind of crossbreed between humans and fish? Why does this fish look so much like us? Here's the explanation. Sometimes we see faces where they shouldn't exist, and sometimes that can be really disturbing. Let's dive in with me and many online users when they saw this odd-looking Japanese fish. Its peculiar pattern creates an optical illusion that makes it look like we're staring at a fish with a human face. So there's nothing to worry about here. Pulled from within, after pulling his crab trap from the ocean, this fisherman got quite excited to see a big fish inside. But when he noticed it wasn't moving much, he instantly knew something was off. Upon opening, the crab found dozens of sea lice moving across its empty body. Yes, they had devoured all their organs, leaving nothing but an empty carcass. Alleged sighting of the Loch Ness Monster. A researcher decided to study the depths of a lake in Scotland, known for being a lair.
From a monster, the old and good Ness.
Even embarking on this mission, he did not expect to see anything unusual in his footage. However, watching the video from his camera installed on the riverbed, he got a surprise. At the start, we can only see a curious fish exploring the area, but in the background, a long figure is seen snaking across the water surface. Considering its size and body structure, the researcher believed to have captured images of the Loch Ness Monster. Despite being sure about the discovery, many people speculated about the video's authenticity, claiming it was a giant snake. What do you think of the video claiming to be a giant snake? Swollen frog. She excitedly acquired an African albino frog as a pet and was very happy with it. However, within a few days, differences in its appearance were noticed. He grew in a very bizarre way and started to look like the exo
Dr. Ramos from
Green Tierna. Another frog began showing similar symptoms, but it wasn't clear what was happening. It certainly wasn't normal for them. Open discussion. A tribe's people spent the whole day getting ready to fish in the river enough to feed their families. But nothing could prepare them for what they were about to find in the murky waters. Made up of fishing experts who've spent their lives fishing and ventured into the river and found this mysterious creature stranded on one of the rocks. The alien-like face and the extremely thin body were unlike anything they had seen in the area before. Leviathan in the river. Local inhabitants in the Congo jungle in Africa were carrying out their routine activities when their serene day was interrupted. Blame for the presence of a Leviathan dwelling the depths of the river. Then, everyone ran for their lives, so scared that they even left their boats behind. One of the fishermen immediately captured the scary scene as the monster's body emerged to the surface for a few minutes. This monster was a long-standing rumor about the rivers of Congo, and this video sparked a debate about its existence. Vampire fish. Serial had heard a lot about the vampire fish that dwells in the depths of the Amazon River.
Decided to
My
testify.
experience was capturing one by oneself. Venturing into the middle of the river, he became super excited when his fishing line started to move, showing he had successfully caught something. And when you pull up the fish, also known as the vampire fish, you can clearly see where that name comes from. Just see how its prey are frighteningly majestic. These fish have special holes in their jaws where these prey fit perfectly. It's no wonder nature has created the most inspiring creatures so far. Sea lice. After spending a long day fishing and waiting for a good catch, a group of fishermen finally got a fish. But by the time the fish was collected, it had already been consumed by something far more sinister and dark. The whole fish was covered in sea lice, and these little creatures will leave nothing for the fishermen. Mysterious creatures. In August of 2023, on what seemed like a normal day at Lake Rano in Chile, a fisherman experienced something far beyond what he expected during his stay at the lake. He heard some mysterious noises coming from the water, and as he approached to inspect the source, he saw this creature moving in the water. It was something unlike anything he had encountered in his fishing, leaving him wondering if it was a new species or some mythical creature. It's not for the sea. A fisherman was at sea doing his daily work when he spotted a long black shape sliding under the water. The Loch Ness Monster whispered as his heart raced upon seeing the figure move gracefully, casting a shadow in the murky depths. I know the video isn't super clear, but it still raises the question of what could be dwelling in the unexplored depths by us humans. Think demonic. A casual day of fishing turned thrilling for these fishermen when one came up with a common struggle. When he grabbed his friend's fish that looked terrifying, he couldn't believe his eyes. It was the first of its kind they had ever caught. He examined the fish thoroughly, and look how proud he was of the catch. Although no one could identify the species, some said it was a frogfish, while others claimed it was a lingcod. I'm not sure about these comments. What do you think it is? Mysterious creature, it seems that dinosaurs never went extinct after all. This scary video was shot in a remote area in the Congo, Africa, and immediately went viral on the internet. It was set up to capture the majestic wildlife of the area, but to everyone's surprise, an unknown creature showed more interest and started exploring the device. Some started calling the creature a living fossil, while others insisted it was nothing more than a turtle passing by. The mystery was never solved, as no official verdict confirmed its species, showing that anything could be lurking in those dark depths. River Dragon. People living near a river in Thailand gathered when they heard the news of a mysterious creature surfacing. Many of them didn't believe it at first, but once they saw with their own eyes, each person started shouting the word Naga, believing it to be a higher deity dwelling in the depths. While the other one,
The doctors believe
it
that
could have been a dragon. They saw its colorful tail and body winding through the water as a sign of imminent abundance in the area. Mermaid sighting dive. In April of 2011, diving through underwater caves became a life-changing experience for a group of divers. While one of them dove over the surface, they saw a tail similar to that of a mermaid swimming nearby. He could hardly believe his eyes when he saw a live one swimming through the water just inches from him. Many locals believe these waters were inhabited by a mermaid.
Huge shark.
Ethan. Two friends sharing a passion for fishing went out to the ocean in search of some amazing deep-sea catches. They set up a swordfish bait to see what would happen, and within minutes, they hooked something huge. The excitement filled the air as they started to reel in the line, and after hours of a struggle with the ocean dweller, they managed it. A half-eaten thresher shark that normally should measure nearly 7 feet 9 inches to 9 feet 10 inches. Both were shocked by what could have done such a thing to their catch, and they were amazed at the many monsters that inhabit the depths of the ocean. Small mermaid skeleton. A calm and serene day walking along Brinton Beach revealed something unimaginable to a man. He saw a white object standing out among the seaweeds. Upon investigating, he found a skeleton strangely similar to a mermaid structure. What do you think it is? What's happening, guys? Check this out. Many claimed it could be a trick or just someone messing with the swimmers, but it persisted.
Which was a real sign of existence.
Be amazed by them. Double fishing. Imagine going out to fish and instead of catching just one fish, nature decides to give you a bonus. This happened to an unknown fisherman who had lost hope of catching a good fish after a long day of unsuccessful fishing. To his surprise, when he decided to go home, he found the corpse of a fish that had ended its life by devouring a shark. It was too large to be swallowed whole. Amazed by nature's gift, he put the easy catch in his bucket and made a happy return to his home. Nessie. These fishermen had been scouring the entire river in search of a giant fish for dinner, but instead found the famous river monster. As he approached the boat, all cameras were ready to capture his majestic existence. As it passed very close to the vessel, everyone on board was perplexed to have a live experience with this Lake Ness monster. Even as the footage seemed quite clear, many still doubted its authenticity. Headless fish. It seems the zombie virus has become reality, because otherwise this fish would keep surviving after losing its entire head. This fish was found by a man in an unknown lake, and I must say it looks like the perfect scene from a horror movie. He was so shocked by the fish's survival instincts that he poked it to check if it was real. Unknown corpse. Imagine going on a calm walk in the jungle and coming across the supposed werewolf corpse right in front of you. This actually happened to a man who was wandering around an unknown location and got the fright of his life when he saw this thing among the bushes. His body was already in bad shape when he got there, but still scary enough to frighten any normal person. Even though his friends were quite sure he had found a maned wolf, he still insisted it was a werewolf's corpse. Werewolf cub! As he ventured through the remote forest of Brazil, a hiker witnessed a mysterious being among its branches, although it was lifeless.
Worst man who couldn't understand what it is.
And it was.
Right back.
Its body resembled that of a monkey's, but with a terrifying face and sharp teeth. Made him think he might be a werewolf cub. As soon as his video appeared on the internet, mixed reviews began to emerge. Some agreed it was a werewolf, while others claimed it was a monkey's corpse. Alienese and aquatic. Residents of Tierra feared for their lives upon hearing news of an alien creature found near their area. The unusual being was discovered by a group of hikers exploring the dense forests of Barbalha. It had a humanoid body, but the skin was definitely not normal. Poking it with a stick, they saw its alien face with teeth protruding from the mouth and were now certain it was an extraterrestrial being. Rumors of an impending disaster spread through the area, but no one could understand exactly what the creature was. Chupacabra. In December 2011, this video surfaced on the internet and became the talk of the town after an entire family decided to investigate why it is.
They smelled something awful
Seeing
in
it
the
on its body.
backyard.
Upon going out to check what was happening, they found this strange creature lying still and lifeless on the grass. Its common appearance did not resemble any normal animal in the area, leading them to think it was a chupacabra corpse that had attacked some nearby cattle. But its true identity was never revealed. Small aliens. Residents of a neighborhood in Russia woke up on a regular day, but nature had planned a terrifying wonder for them. As soon as they went out to continue their daily activities, they witnessed an alien-like creature outside one of the houses. The size is usually small, with a mysterious look and a bizarre resemblance to extraterrestrial life. It made everyone wonder if they had been visited by one of them. Even after a thorough investigation, no one could understand what it was. Furious anaconda. I think we all agree that if someone finds a giant anaconda in the river, it's best to leave it alone and move on with whatever else you're doing. Well, it seems these fishermen weren't smart enough to avoid a giant anaconda in the Amazon. While fishing peacefully, they found one hiding in the bushes and decided to take a closer look at the snake. But when it finally came out to greet them, all courage vanished, and they had to flee the scene. Infested fish. A fishing trip along the Amazon River soon turned into a personal care activity, when this fisherman found a giant fish infested with several tiny parasites clinging to its skin. Even after years of fishing experience, he had no idea what was stuck in the blood of the 29-kilogram fish. So, instead of taking his catch for dinner, this man had a moving idea. He decided to free the fish from all parasites, and once ready, it was released to continue its life in the murky waters.
Goodbye.
Mutant animal. An abnormal fishing day on an unknown river in Brazilian territory turned much darker when the fishermen found this corpse floating. When near their boats, they decided to remove the creature and investigate what it could be. But to their surprise, it was very different from what they expected. The usually large head, mysterious hooves, and overall appearance made it clear it was anything but normal. Everyone on site was left with dozens of questions. Some thought it might be the chupacabra harming the cattle, while others were simply shocked by what they found. Hell's worms. They found hell worms while exploring an unknown beach in search of wildlife. A group of friends discovered these alien-like creatures roaming around the rocks of the area, and they had a very terrifying presence.
I am not specific.
Expert, but this does not seem real to me. And to make things even more sinister, one of them even threw up a structure similar to a branch. Fortunately, we have an explanation for what these creatures are. They are known as proboscis worms, and they are found in marine habitats. This creepy critter is called a proboscis worm. This made me think we do not need to explore space to find aliens. Faceless fish. An entire team of scientists was exploring the depths of the ocean in search of its wildlife, and was shocked to encounter all the alien life inhabiting our planet. But one fish in particular took their breath away, as it literally did not have a face of its own, an extraordinary fish that doesn't seem to have a proper face. The fish was among many other specimens extracted from the depths, being a clear sign of how twisted nature can become as we move forward. The dark depths. Shocking discovery. An unknown river in southern Cambodia held a sinister surprise for the fishermen working in the area. While everyone headed to the shore, they found a huge corpse covering the entire area where they used to work. Whole groups and people gathered with the news of a mysterious monster, which soon spread through the town like wildfire. The locals wondered if it was a sign of an impending disaster, and soon experts clarified the whole situation, teaching everyone that it was just a whale carcass that had washed ashore and was collected for further study. Mysterious river creatures.
That rivers charge only 1%.
Across the entire surface of the earth, they have some sinister creatures to keep us on our toes. A fisherman was doing his routine work on the river when he was shocked to find something horrible near the shore. It had a head without eyes, resembling an alligator or crocodile, and teeth unlike anything the fisherman had seen in his 15 years of experience. Out of curiosity, he poked the creature to check what it was, and it immediately ran back to the water from where it had come. But nobody could answer what kind of river anomaly it was.
Which one was that?
Mysterious fish. A group of people was walking along a riverbank in Portugal at night and came across a huge white mass in the area. They immediately ran to explore what it was, but it seemed so bizarre that nobody could understand what they were seeing. It had big, bulging eyes, a horrible body structure, and it even looked like it had been bitten on the back end. Some thought it could be a sunfish, but it was unlikely that these giants would show up on a riverbank. In the end, no one could solve the mystery.
I do too.
Giant sunfish made it there. Unknown creature in the river. In May of 1990, a group of fishermen set up their cameras on the deck to film the entire fishing process. They were busy attracting the catch and making memories. A mysterious creature surfaced for a few seconds and left everyone breathless. Fortunately, their camera was still recording, and they had proof of what they saw that day in the ocean. Many viewers were convinced that these fishermen had captured a real Loch Ness monster on their cameras, for it could perfectly fit the description of a mythical creature. Fish with tar. Here's another alien from the depths of our ocean that shocked the fisherman who caught the monkfish in his net. It is probably one of the scariest fish in the ocean. They usually live in the deep ends of the ocean and occasionally venture closer to shore, mainly during the breeding season. The fisherman was quite excited to catch the alien fish, but eventually released it after giving it a snack. Choked anaconda.
My whole team.
Filipesca was looking for tasty fish in the murky waters near the city of Dourados in Mato Grosso do Sul. However, to their surprise, that was not all they found that day. Soon they spotted a giant anaconda near the shore. As they moved closer for a better view, the team was shocked to find out she had expired, and the reason for her premature death was even more sinister. The snake overestimated its abilities, faced something bigger than it could handle, and its prey turned out to be fatal, becoming the creature's last meal. Alien beings. The forests of Alaska are home to a wide variety of wildlife, but some unexplainable things also dwell in these dense areas. As a group of men returned from a long day of fishing near the shore, they found this strange creature near a tree. Although the video is not of great quality, it is still clear enough to identify something unusual. Its alien eyes, pale skin, and prominent snout were clear evidence. There were clear pieces of evidence that it was an anomaly in the animal world or an alien that visited our planet and could not survive.
Goodbye.
Extra members.
In a province.
If a Thai farmer was working in their fields and saw a peculiar frog hopping along with the other common frogs, but this one in particular was different, because upon catching it, the farmer noticed it had an extra pair of limbs. He immediately shared on the internet how amazing nature can be. Another fisherman found this quite unique frog while fishing on the Mississippi River, and was so thrilled that he took it with him.
Imagine
if
yourself.
he could jump an inch or two higher because of the extra legs. Long-necked turtle. On a foggy night, an experienced fisherman spotted something astonishing amidst the gentle waves. A turtle with an uncommonly long neck emerging and gliding through the water. While marveling, the turtle approached and opened its mouth wide. When he got home, he did his research and discovered he had found the eastern long-necked turtle, an extremely rare animal. ODD fishing. A fisherman noticed unusually large waves forming on the river surface and became curious about them.
About what might be.
Lurking in murky waters, he dipped his camera to record the mythical creature, but was later shocked to see this mysterious figure moving through the water. When the video was shared online, many questioned its authenticity, but the fisherman was sure he had recorded the supposed Loch Ness Monster. The feeding technique. Alright, let's cheer up a bit, shall we? While fishing in St. Petersburg, Florida, a man sent his drone to check the murky waters and found this mysterious pattern in the river. Initially, he was puzzled about what could be underneath and how these patterns were being made. But as the camera kept recording, it turned out to be a pair of dolphins moving in the area. These patterns were the mud feeding technique, and these animals used it to catch food. By the end of the video, the mother was teaching her cub to do the same. How adorable. Mysterious beast. Digging in the Congo River, the whole team got excited when the fishing net became so heavy that they needed help moving it. When the creature surfaced, neither could understand what they had captured. The huge size and unique pattern were different from anything they had seen in the region before. That's why they couldn't identify the fish species and declared it a river monster, swimming in the distance. Wait a moment, because this seems real. A group of friends was filming the vast ocean at an unknown location when they saw movement in the water. At first, it looked like the tail of a baby whale coming up. But later it turned out to be a human head emerging from the same spot, followed by an entire body resembling a mermaid. The location and the cameraman were kept anonymous, but everyone who saw the video was sure it was a real mermaid sighting in the middle of the ocean. What do you think? Could this be real evidence of its existence? Mysterious skeleton. A creepy scene unfolded as a group of people were enjoying their day at the beach, and suddenly, one of them found something floating in the river. As they got closer for a closer inspection, they found a mysterious skeleton floating near their feet and had the courage to pull it out of the water immediately. The whole incident was reported to the authorities, who acted quickly and collected the bones for a deeper investigation.
Goodbye.
Diving with mermaids. Divers often encounter various majestic ocean creatures during their sea journeys, from huge manta rays to different species of fish. But the ocean holds something much more interesting for a group. A diving expedition took a common turn when a multicolored tail swam very close to them. Their appearance left them so shocked that no one knew how to react. By the time they recovered from the surprise, the mermaid had already disappeared from the scene, leaving only the striking memory behind. Given how little we know about our oceans, many believe the divers found a real mermaid.
And if you like the video,
Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you won't miss any more videos. See you next time.